The acacia-dotted savanna exhales a breath of golden dust as the African sun bleaches the earth white. Somewhere in this furnace-like landscape, hidden among the thorny scrub, a prehistoric silhouette materializes. Two curved horns cutting through the heat haze, armored skin gleaming like volcanic rock, nostrils flaring to test the wind. This is the black rhinoceros. Not black, but slate gray. A living relic from the Miocene epoch that has survived ice ages and asteroid impacts, only to face its greatest threat in the last century. Weighing up to 1.5 tons yet moving with eerie silence, the black rhino is a paradox of power and vulnerability. Its entire existence reduced to a desperate game of hide-and-seek across the dwindling wilds of Africa. Evolution has sculpted the black rhino into a specialist browser, its prehensile upper lip, more dexterous than human fingers, allowing it to pluck leaves from thorny branches that would tear other animals apart. Unlike its grass-grazing white rhino cousin, this species thrives in dense thickets. Using its compact size, standing just 1.5 millimeters at the shoulder, to navigate tunnels of vegetation it maintains like secret highways. Their famous horns, composed of keratin like human hair, are multi-purpose tools, stripping bark, digging for water, and occasionally, in terrifying displays of dominance, clashing with rivals in battles that sound like cannon fire echoing across the bush. The social world of black rhinos defies their solitary reputation. Mothers nurture calves for up to 4 years, teaching them which plants contain vital minerals, how to interpret the complex scent markings left at dung middens, and the art of silent communication through foot drags and urine sprays. Neighboring rhinos maintain intricate relationships through these olfactory bulletin boards, recognizing individuals by scent signatures as unique as human fingerprints. Their vocalizations, from panting contact calls to screaming distress signals, reveal a surprisingly nuanced language, while their wallows create microhabitats for dozens of smaller species, from dung beetles to oxpeckers that serve as living alarm systems. As ecosystem engineers, black rhinos shape the African bush in profound ways. Their browsing prevents thorny shrubs from overtaking grasslands, maintaining the mosaic landscape that supports countless herbivores. Their trails become fire breaks during dry season burns, and their digging uncovers water sources that sustain entire communities during droughts. Even their dung, deposited in carefully located middens, acts as a nutrient-rich seed bank, distributing acacia and other vital plants across the savanna. Remove the rhino, and the entire ecosystem begins to unravel in ways scientists are only beginning to understand. Yet this ancient lineage teeters on the brink. The 20th century saw black rhino populations plummet, from 70,000 to just 2,500, victims of a poaching epidemic fueled by demand for their horns. Their very adaptations now work against them. Their curiosity leads them to investigate camera traps, their territorial nature makes them predictable targets, and their poor eyesight renders them vulnerable until danger is terrifyingly close. Conservationists wage a daily war to protect the remaining populations, employing everything from drone patrols to dehorning programs, while local communities risk their lives as anti-poaching rangers. The few success stories, like Namibia's desert-adapted black rhinos that survive on moisture from leafless plants, offer glimmers of hope, proving their incredible resilience when given even marginal protection. To encounter a black rhino in the wild is to stare into the soul of Africa itself, ancient, wounded, but indomitable. Their eyes, small and myopic, seem to hold memories of a continent before humans, while their sheer physical presence, like armored tanks with ballet dancers' grace, commands awed respect. They are not the villains of charging legend, but cautious intellectuals of the bush, more likely to vanish into thickets than confront. The black rhino's story is ultimately about human choices, between greed and guardianship, between short-term profit and preserving something irreplaceable. Their horns grow back, but extinction is forever. In their continued survival against impossible odds, black rhinos teach us that even the most ancient creatures can adapt. if we give them space, time, and protection. Their future hangs by a thread woven from equal parts science, activism, and the stubborn refusal to let another piece of our world vanish. As the equatorial sun sets over the acacia thorns, casting long shadows from a grazing rhino, we're reminded that some shadows are worth fighting to keep on this earth, not just for their sake, but for ours, and for all the life that depends on the mighty, armor-plated gardeners of the African bush. The black rhino's tale is one of silent footsteps and thunderous consequences, of how the disappearance of a single species can echo through an entire continent. They are living proof that evolution's greatest masterpiece is not perfection, but persistence, and that even in the 21st century, there remain wild things that refuse to fade quietly into the night. Their survival is our responsibility, their future a test of our humanity, and their presence a gift we dare not squander. In the end, the black rhino asks us just one question: will we be the generation that saved them, or the generation that explained to our children why we failed? The answer is written every day in the dust of the savannah, in the vigilance of rangers, and in the determined browsing of these armored ghosts as they endure, against all odds in the land that made them.